Hello, everyone, and welcome to your Business Excellence channel for tools and techniques on business excellence. I'm Indu, your business transformation guide. As promised to you last week, today we begin with strategic focus. I had shared with you last week a whole lot of topics that I'll be discussing under strategic focus. Let me just show you that screen for a moment. So we begin learning about strategic focus with the first topic, which is alignment with vision and mission. Please remember that along with vision and mission, we also study values. How do we set organizational values? To start this, I'm going to give you a little story. So what's the story all about? Now, have you heard about Chanakya? I read this story about a traveler who was perhaps Megasthenes, who happened to visit Chanakya at his residence around dusk time. So Chanakya was writing some papers under the light of an oil lamp. Upon seeing the visitor, he requested the visitor to allow him to complete his work. Thereafter, he extinguished the oil lamp and then turned his attention to the visitor. And while doing so, he lit another oil lamp. That made the visitor very curious, and he asked him why he was doing that and was he following some local tradition. To this, Chanakya replied, saying that when he was writing, he was working on some official documents and therefore using the official lamp. And now that he's indulging in a personal conversation for his own benefit, he was using his personal lamp. Such was the high level of integrity that Chanakya demonstrated in all walks of life. And this is alone the reason why he succeeded so well. Therefore, it is little wonder that I like to start the vision, mission, and values with the story from Chanakya's life. Each organization has its own way of setting up its vision, mission, and value set, which is its core ideology. Excellent organizations usually are led by a strong leader who will shape the future of the organization and make it happen, acting as role models for values and ethics. So, what do? They develop the vision and mission of the organization and also ensure that all the personnel are aware of the same. So, while the vision and mission of the organization have their coveted value or their coveted space in strategy formation, to have values is extremely important. Why? Because values will help to set the culture of the organization and also unite the workforce towards a common goal in a unified manner. So the underlying culture that may be of either innovation or unity or transparency or something else, from these will stem the values. For instance, let us say that the culture of an organization is um, to have innovation. So then what would the values be? They would be related to things like continuous learning, improvisation, proactive attitude, building mutual trust, inclusion, teamwork, and so on and so forth. So you have a set of keywords that help you to understand the culture of innovation, which is one of the core values. And this is what brings me to the triangle of my core ideology. So let me share my screen at this. The three cornerstones are vision, mission, and values. Let us try to understand each one in a broad way. So, what is the vision? Where the organization seeks to find itself after a long period of time is where the vision lies. The mission is the pathway that is undertaken in order to attain the vision of the organization. And what are values? These are the guiding principles that help the organization to achieve the mission and the vision. These three cornerstones, all put together, create what is called the code of conduct or the culture at the workplace. Thus, vision, mission, and values may be regarded as the three cornerstones of the triangle of core ideology for the business. And the expected code of conduct at the workplace may be depicted at the center of the triangle. While working on business improvement with a manufacturing organization, one of the projects that I undertook was to revisit their core ideology, and that meant reviewing their vision, mission, and values. So what did I do? We studied the existing vision and mission statements and tried to re-understand their definition and purpose in context of the prevailing business environment. Then the first line of leadership, consisting of the managing director and the respective department heads, discussed these findings to arrive at a consensus. Of course, please note that this became the method for decision making for future sessions on the brainstorming sessions. Next, we engaged with the first and second lines of leadership team in a brainstorming session and gathered their individual inputs. This required advanced preparation. So what did we do? We communicated our intention via an email and gave them 1 week's time to gather their thoughts and prepare for the session. We reminded them that while the vision was focused on the external, the mission was focused on the internal, and therefore to align their thoughts accordingly. The vision being the future of the organization, the mission is what we must do in the shorter run to get there. If we deploy our mission right, we get closer to attaining our vision. While the vision is meant to inspire the workforce to work towards it, the mission is a means of communicating to the workforce what one needs to do in the short run. So every participant in our group was provided with sufficient time to be actively engaged during the ensuing brainstorming session. And the brainstorming session resulted in an understanding of the perceived culture of the organization and on their views of the prevailing vision, mission, and values. So I asked them 5 questions, and these 5 questions were: number 1, what are we doing right? Number 2, what needs to be changed? Number 3, what new needs to be done? Number 4, what should we stop doing? And number 5, what challenges do we face? All these 5 questions resulted in a set of sentences and keywords that helped us to gravitate towards the core values. So these are the core values that came out as different suggestions from different people. As you can see, this is a medley of a lot of words, and we had quite a challenge to put them together. So what did we do? We put them across in themes under different headings and then began to place each value. So we correlated similar sounding values under a single column. And this is what we got. As you can see, we came out with a set of keywords, which are integrity, teamwork, sustainable, transparent, and quality. And all the other words that were there in the earlier slide, all these words were put together under each of those headings. Our next task was to discuss the vision and mission statements. The vision of an organization is normally set once and for all, as it is a statement that guides the organization in the long run. However, always remember that in the event that there has been a huge shift in the business environment, either due to innovation or technology or any other macro level global change, one may revisit the vision. For example, a recent global change that has taken place is that of the pandemic, and therefore a lot of organizations have indulged into new ways of doing business, and therefore they have not only changed their vision, but they've also changed their mission statement. The same journey has therefore to be followed to define or redefine the mission statement. Thus, with a complete team engagement right from the beginning to the end, an organization can develop its core ideology while also significantly improving workforce engagement, their complete buy-in into the vision, mission, and values, and therefore a greater harmony in the group.
So with this, I have completed the session on alignment with vision and mission while also covering organization values. In my next session, I'll discuss understanding stakeholder expectations. Thank you for being with me. If you like what you saw, then please hit the like, subscribe, and share buttons, and also press the bell icon to be informed about my next session. Cheers to all of you.